Agrippa and Ryan Seacrest.
Wow, thank you all very much. Please, stay for the hour. Have a seat, have a seat. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, March 7th, 2018, the middle of the week.
What are you all doing here? What about this blizzard that's happening?
So, there's a nor'easter. Many of you in states surrounding us know. I was up all night because I watched the weather report.
You were so excited.
I have not been here for, and I know that it causes problems, but I have not been in this city for a snow, and the dogs love a snow. So we want to get the dogs out in the snow. So the guy said last night on the news, 10 o'clock. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to cheat and look until 2. So I set my phone for 2.
You're like a kid with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got up and I peeked out the window. Nothing. Went back to bed. Had to pee at 4.
Yeah. It happens at your age.
I know. It's happening more and more. And so I peeked. Nothing. What is it doing right now, Cal? When we went on the air here a second ago,
Should
did
we
you
check
see?
outside? Let's check outside.
Can we see?
Let's see.
So that's, okay, that's
Is
what's
that
happening.
snow or is that a cloud?
35 degrees.
So
Oh, yes.
there's no
it's really
snow yet.
coming down.
A little bit.
You're not as excited as I.
Who, me? No, because I've got one kid that has a snow day.
That's great.
Is it?
For them.
And then I have another kid that went to school. So I'm in 2 different
So
directions.
they're fighting with each other about that.
Well, Joaquin was, because they canceled Lola's school yesterday at like 4 p.m.
Which
and
we
was like,
think
wow.
she had something to do with.
Yeah, exactly. No,
But
she was so certain that there was a snow day that she, you know, I came home yesterday and she was watching Dr. Phil. Feet up, feet up. She's like, can you believe this? I'm like, what? Shouldn't you be doing homework? She's like, no, they called it. They called it.
Yeah.
My son Joaquin, who's a freshman, was throwing ice cubes in the toilet because, you know, that's supposed to...
good luck?
They say it brings the snow. It's like a superstition that kids do now. He put his pajamas on backwards. He was doing all of the things you're supposed to do to make a snow day happen. He woke up this morning.
Just rain.
He looked devastated.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to school, which is totally unfair.
But if it snows heavily midday, do they send them home or do they finish the day?
No, I think he'll finish the day.
'Cause
I do.
Gelman was telling me he was at dinner last night. His phone kept ringing, and that's when you got the call, right?
Yeah, they get the call.
They got the call last night.
Today,
No school. So there was a celebration.
Celebration,
Yeah.
yes. There's a party.
I see you're in your snowwear today.
I
I've never seen you in those kinds of things with boots and jeans.
Yes, you never know
Look at
what's
that.
going to happen.
That's snowwear?
That's my snower, yes.
Huh.
Snow day.
That looks like regular Gelman clothes.
It's
Yeah.
It's the Gelman Bauer collection.
I guess so.
So is Bill Evans, meteorologist Bill
We
Evans?
should check in
Can we
with
check
him
in with Bill to find out what's
follow
happening?
this.
You know, Ryan, if you would stop going to the bathroom at night,
Yep.
we could get the snow
We'd like it
in
with
here.
sound, please. Hi, Bill. We can hear you now, I think.
You can hear me now?
There you
Yeah.
are.
I was just saying, if Ryan would stop going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, it'd start snowing.
Bill, listen, I was up all night. I was excited about it. So what can you tell us? Seriously, what should we prepare for?
Well, you know, after school, it's going to be snowing terribly. In about an hour from now, probably before the show is even over this morning, we're going to have heavy, wet snow falling here at the rates of about 2 to 3 inches per hour, which is almost like a whiteout condition. And that's going to be from the city, the New York City area, west and north into the suburbs. We still have people in the area. 40,000 are without power still from the last storm.
Wow.
1,300 flights are canceled at area airports, so you can't get out. And a lot of school has been canceled today. Public schools in New York City are open. But, you know, this afternoon, you know, it's going to be terribly heavy snow here again. We're looking at about 10 inches to a foot of snow in New York City. We've got rain and snow mix right now. And in the suburbs, we're looking at as much as 18 inches of snow. And out across Long Island, it's going to be a mix.
Where will it be in the Northeast? Where are they expecting the worst conditions?
Worst of the snow will be in New Jersey, southeastern New York State, into western Massachusetts, eastern Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and on into New England. And this afternoon, you're looking at eastern Massachusetts, the Cape, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, as the nor'easter kind of pulls out and brings down cold air and makes for a heavy, wet snow, you know, this afternoon. This is not like the snowmaking snow of snowmen and sledding and all that. It's like a dumpster fire of weather, Ryan. It's not, not a really pretty storm.
What a beautiful description.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
I believe after that, my love affair with snow is over. Like, this is not fun at all. It's just craziness.
Bill, can't you get some good snow for Rai? He's never seen snow.
No, you need a real blizzard, Ryan. It's beautiful in New York City when you have a real, you know, fluffy, dry, white snow. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's not going to be this year.
But Bill, listen. I mean, we can all agree in New York City, the snow is gorgeous for about 4 minutes.
And then it gets dirty.
People start letting their animals poop in it, and then they feel that it melts with the snow, so they don't have to pick it up.
It's not like that charcoal snow we have on the sidewalks. You know, it gets black and dirty, and it's nasty. But it is good for about, like you say, roughly a few hours, and then it starts to turn in the city.
Well, you are the best. Thank you. We watch you all the time to find out what's going to happen. We appreciate you, Bill. Take care, okay?
Hope you get a big snow.
Stay warm out there. I mean, the man's not even wearing a hat or gloves. There's no umbrella.
It's nothing. It's just rain right now.
I know. I was so excited for you. I'm sorry. I feel like we've let you down.
No, it's okay.
We've let you down.
It's okay.
There is good news though. There's some very good news. There's a new live baby. That's right. A brand new live baby. Our very own producer, Christine Composto Connolly, gave birth to Sean Stephen Connolly last night. 8 pounds, 9 ounces. He was born at 11:04 p.m. There's still some controversy about who won the office pool.
Yeah.
It's between John Ogle, I believe, and New Lauren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And oh, here you go. Here's James. That's baby daddy right there, James Connolly. And guess what? That's not an optical illusion. He's really that tall. Yeah.
Well, that is.
Isn't that nice?
So wonderful. I mean, those are the important things in life, aren't they? That's just beautiful. I want to say also that there is quite a competition. You know, this is a competitive staff, I'm learning.
We're very competitive. We bet and gamble over everything. We bet, like, what time the baby would be born, how the baby would be born, the weight, the size, the gender, you name it. We were, like, on it.
Well, do you know the latest heated debate is about who actually delivered the baby?
Oh, yeah.
The staff. Gelman taking full credit with the staff in the newsroom here. This was FaceTime at delivery.
Yeah, while she was in labor, we were FaceTiming during the meeting, and we think that we caused this baby finally to decide to come out.
Well, of course you did.
Of course
Let me just say that when I had my kids, I'm only grateful there were no iPhones, because I remember I had a C-section with all 3 of my kids, but with Joaquin was the only scheduled C-section. The other 2 were emergencies at the last second. But with Joaquin, it was scheduled. So I had the emergency room on the phone. Do you remember this? They're like, Gelman wants to know, do you think you'll be able to do a phone-in before the end of the show? And I'm like, why don't you put my organs back in, and then we'll discuss when I'm going to call into the... I can see my liver sitting on that table over there, and that alarms me. Let's not get distracted by Gelman calling into the room.
I'm not surprised by this at all. Everything's a segment to him.
Oh, please. I was so nervous. I'm like, guys, don't get distracted. He'll call back. Just ignore him. Let it go to voicemail.
Well, I was so happy. What a beautiful baby. So congratulations to Christine.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, do you know that you should never, young Ryan, ever get drunk and go shopping, because Americans have a $1 billion drunk spending problem. We spend...
That's amazing.
Yeah, nearly half of American adults regularly admit to shopping while drunk. I can honestly say I have never shopped while drunk. It has never occurred to me, but I might try it just to see what I buy.
I can't say the same.
You've shopped drunk?
I don't know if I was drunk, but we may have been on your street couple of months ago and had a glass or two of champagne on a Sunday afternoon. And there are, between my home and your home, there are these places that call my girlfriend's name.
Stores.
Stores. Shops. One of which I thought was an all-female shoe store. So after...
Oh, I know where you were.
Yeah, right down the street.
Yeah, right across the street.
So, 2 glasses of champagne. I said, yeah, come on, let's go in, you'll find something.
Oh, they didn't give you the champagne there.
No, I had it at the place next door to you on the corner.
But you know what they will do?
No.
If you go into those stores, they will, if it looks like your wallet might be getting loose, they'll open a bottle of champagne and make it loose all the way. They will crack it open.
For free?
Yeah.
Been doing this all wrong.
Go ahead.
So anyway, so I go in, I thought it was a designer that only makes women's shoes. So I thought. I said, Shana, go in there. Turns out in the back corner, they just started making men's shoes. Well, 2 glasses of champagne in, guess who got shoes?
You did.
I walked out with
Daddy got shoes.
bags of shoes. She didn't find any that fit.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Well, they're a very hard fit.
They didn't have a 7.5 or something.
Yeah.
7.5.
Is she a 7.5?
In a I don't know what the terms are. Not in a flat, but
stiletto.
Not in a stiletto.
In a kitten heel?
In a maybe. I don't
Platform?
know. Those are all the things I wish I could have for my shoes.
Right.
I don't know.
Give me something.
They didn't have her size, but
Yeah.
I was happy.
I'm a hobbit because I realize that Shayna's so tall, but she has like relatively proportionally to her body's height, she's got tiny feet. My feet are bigger than her feet.
No.
And yeah, they are. And I'm a foot shorter than she is.
No. This is all in your head.
No, I'm telling you. But you know what they say, large feet.
Yeah. Big head, big shoes, big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Hobbit feet. That's what they say. And my kids all have hobbit feet. I remember when my kids were born and they held them up, and I was like, with the boys, you notice a couple of things. There's like a lot going on. They hold up a boy, and you're like, what is all of that?
A couple of things and more.
But the head, the baby's head is proportionally so proportionally off with the body. The body and the head are like almost like the head and then the body, and then with boys other parts that you're like, wow. With the girls, it's like a girl, baby, giant head, body. But the thing that all 3 of my kids had that I was not anticipating was giant rabbit feet hanging down, like giant feet. And I was like, oh my gosh, they have the family feet, because Mark has big feet and I have big feet, and our kids basically wear boats on their feet as shoes.
But when you see this anatomy that is not necessarily of the same, what do you think? Do you think, they say, it's all gonna...
Well, you read it in the book. You read it in the book. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. When you give birth to a boy, the testicles are disproportionately large compared to the rest of the body. And it's in the book. But until you say it, you're like, whoa, I'm glad I read that chapter. Whoa. Because you're like, what? I don't understand. Why is that so much, larger than the rest? Like, his hands are little. You know what I mean? His tiny nose, tiny toes.
And did they explain it in this chapter?
They do, but I can't remember.
Can't remember.
I mean, I had 3 C-sections, and that was 1,000 years ago. There was something to do with, I don't know. Anybody remember why? We should look it up.
We can look it up.
We'll find out in a minute.
You just gave me a book. That's not this.
No.
It's a different book, right?
Totally.
She just gave me a book as a gift. I haven't yet checked it out. But that's not that. It's not that. I shouldn't be reading that now.
No. That's a regular book.
Oh.
That's not a baby book.
Okay.
That's not a baby. That's not for
I feel
baby.
like for the show, I should be reading all these books, so I'm plugged in. Christine just had a baby. I mean, you've had.
You're an uncle.
I'm an Uncle Theo.
You're an Uncle Theo.
Uncle Theo. I think that's redundant, but I like saying Uncle Theo.
Uncle.
Uncle Theo. And then, Sissany, who I'm on the radio with, she's having twins.
When are her twins
She's
due?
28 weeks pregnant.
Oh,
and
so...
it's so exciting that all these family members, Christine and Sissany, are having babies. That's 3. That'll keep my mom off my back for years.
You think?
For sure.
You don't think she's gonna
No, she's good. And then I've got my sister who just got married, so we're good.
Does she put pressure on your sister or no?
I wouldn't say pressure, just a clock.
Just a clock. There's a grandparent clock.
There's a master clock.
That's actually very funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, I think that you're like, I remember when Regis was here, and remember we were all pregnant. There was like 12 of us pregnant. And we were like, oh, because we would have people that would come on the show and they would say, oh, we're trying to get pregnant. And I'd be like, oh, just rub Regis's head on the way out because he was like a fertility thing. So maybe that's what you are. Maybe you're the fertility god.
Yeah, feel free. On the way out,
Yeah.
I'll be right here.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well. You cannot, please, if you have to be there in a few minutes, be late. Because we have the Bachelor and his fiancée, Lauren.
Oh.
Ooh.
Or as I like to call her, the long-suffering Lauren.
We have views. We have views on all of this. We have opinions on all of this. Do you know, he proposed to one, and then he went back and unproposed to her and proposed to Lauren last night on television live, and they seemed totally happy, and so we hugged for that. But how did we get there? We want the journey to begin in 10 minutes. We want to know how they got there. More than what we saw. More than what we saw.
I actually don't care.
I'm obsessed with finding out. I know, you have to sit through it.
And this played out exactly as I would have anticipated it playing out, and it keeps proving my point over and over again. And but we'll get into
There's controversy.
Because it's a snow day and we've got time to fill.
Oh, yeah. But I honestly, they seem very much in love. They seem very much in love.
They seem in love, do they?
They seem in love. I did cry during the proposal live last night. I know it's live, and I know he's there, and I saw the audience react, and I did cry in the proposal. Because, just in the isolation chamber of that one act, it was sweet.
What happened to the other girl? Was she flushed into outer space?
No. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Let's get to it in a few minutes.
I'm just curious, because I didn't...
No, she's the Bachelorette now. She's going to be the Bachelorette.
Oh.
So she didn't... So she's now going to be looking at the suitors.
That's not a win-win. That's a lose-lose.
Keeps the drama alive, Kelly.
Now, which one is here? The winner or the...
The winner...
Loser. Or the other loser.
The Bachelor and his fiancée, who I guess you would say is the winner, who was runner-up until we found out that she wasn't, and now they're together.
So what happened? I'm just gonna, before they come out, I wanna just understand.
If they're still here.
Was it that they... I'm sure they turned the TVs off backstage.
Take a shot outside, they're running.
And hum.
Is it that he and, forgive me, I don't know the first girl's name. First girl. Becca.
Yeah.
Was it that they finally spent time together and it was like, ooh?
So, verbatim, he said, hey, Becca, after I proposed to you and started hanging out with you, I realized I still kept thinking about Lauren. I mean, I had diarrhea at that point. And I still have it.
Did you carry the TV into the bathroom?
Well,
just sat it right there on your lap?
I have the app on my phone. And just as long as I don't hit FaceTime, I'm good.
Right.
So anyway, it's coming. Please don't go anywhere. Be late. Stay. Come on, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I can't. I simply cannot. Anyway, from the new television series Life Sentence, Lucy Hale is here.
I hosted the kids' version of American Idol called American Juniors when she was like 12, and she's done so well. And now she's one of the co-hosts on New Year's Rockin' Eve with us, and she's just phenomenal. We're going to see her in a little bit, but I love what she's been able to do.
Here's the question we all want to know.
Break it down, Ripple.
Why is there not American seniors for the over 25 crowd?
Would you let me pitch that, and then we could host it?
Yes. And by we hosting it, I mean you can host it and I will watch it. I will watch it every episode and give you notes.
We're going to take a look back at the behind the scenes of our After Oscar show as well. That's coming up. There's a piece there. And right now, it's Snow Way Travel Trivia. Jason, I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known throughout the microphone because I get stupid.
I mean that, Daisy. Stay away from me.
It's Easy Rock's turn. Bailey Platts from Toledo, Ohio. Hi, Bailey.
I've always wanted to say this. Holy Toledo!
Good to have you with us. We're going to call Christopher from Poughkeepsie, New York. Get a weather report.
Yeah, it's probably snowing there, right?
It's probably got some snow coming down. Okay. Christopher.
Look at the snow. It's snowing behind us, Ryan. Snow. Christmas.
Snow?
Hello?
Hi, is Christopher there?
Yes.
Christopher, it's Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa. You're live on the air. Good morning. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Good. Good, bro.
What's going on,
what are you
Christopher?
doing?
You sound like you sound like you're laughing at something. Is something funny happening?
Well, I was just watching your show, and I saw the 212 number.
Oh.
Oh.
Should you answer it?
No, it's
Yeah.
us. It's us.
Okay.
It's us. We're still like a little jet lagged.
So what do you do, buddy? Tell us about yourself.
I'm a real estate agent in New York State.
Oh. Hey, peek outside. Do you have any snow coming down?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Is it heavy?
We're expecting almost a foot.
Good. Do you go to work today, or do you stay in and sell houses from there?
Stay in and sell houses.
I will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with that.
Okay, we're gonna spin the
Here we
wheels
go.
so you're playing for, okay?
This is going to be nothing but great news.
The Buccaneer in St. Croix, 7 days and 6 nights in a deluxe oceanfront room. It includes 3 meals daily, a choice of a spa treatment or round of golf or tennis. Take the spa treatment.
For sure.
This trip is provided in part by Priceline. It's a prize valued at $9,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Christopher.
Thank you.
My brother, on yesterday's show, we spoke with Luke Bryan. Where did Luke say he once worked growing up?
Not sure. Was it a restaurant?
10 seconds. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Well, by asking you again, I was hoping you'd guess something else. No, it's a peanut mill, peanut farm. He was working there as a kid, but that's all right.
Okay.
Peanut butter goes to the restaurants, and so.
You seem like you'd be equally happy either way.
Yeah, you seem chill.
Right?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, what?
Chris, you okay?
Yeah.
What'd you do last night?
Listen, this is a great prize. You and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive $500 in movie tickets from Fandango. So please pick a number between 1 and 173.
172.
Oh! 172.
172.
Who's 172 up top? Congratulations. Christopher, enjoy your day at home. Thanks for watching, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, are you ready? The Bachelor and his beyonce.
Still ahead on live from the new series Life Sentence, Lucy Hale. We'll open Kelly and Ryan's inbox to hear your questions and comments. Coming up next, we'll talk with The Bachelor.
When he said her middle name, that got me.
It was the middle name that got you?
Yeah.
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 I didn't even hear that part. After giving his final rose and proposing to Becca.
Right, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arie changed his mind and
Went to the
professed his
second
love to Lauren,
Right.
Leading to the most dramatic ending in Bachelor history ever. Please welcome the newly engaged couple, Arie and Lauren. you did?
I did cry at the proposal.
Have a seat and just settle in. We have a lot to unpack here right now.
Okay, where do you want to start, Ripper?
We're watching backstage a little bit.
I want to understand, not really. I want to understand everything.
Okay.
Your thought process, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you. What are you thinking? How did this happen? Were you as shady as I think you are now?
No,
Excuse me. This didn't just happen overnight.
But I think what she's saying is, and this is something interesting, and I've heard Kelly talk about this. You were in love with two women at the same time?
Yeah.
Isn't that a red flag in some way?
It's a red flag
if you're looking for one.
No.
Yeah.
Somewhere that's a red flag.
No, I mean, it's just the show lends to that.
Okay, go on.
Did you feel pressure
Of course I felt pressure.
to propose to somebody?
On that
Becca.
day.
So
Yes.
was it a coin toss, or was it a name in the hat? Or...
No. I think Lauren had trouble opening up on the show a little bit, and our relationship really developed late. And I was always sort of vying for her affection. And I really felt my feelings were always ahead of her feelings.
I had a hard time expressing myself to him.
I don't blame you at all.
No, it's definitely not her fault.
I feel like I take some of the credit for that too.
I mean, I think towards the end, as a bachelor, you say, okay, this is the day I have to make a decision. And I really tried to think logically about it. And I shouldn't have proposed on that day.
Can we get forensic? So you made the proposal to Becca. You started to hang out with her.
Correct.
At what point were you throwing feelers to Lauren to see if she was still interested?
Great question. Yes, answer that one.
I texted her on New Year's Eve.
While you were with Becca?
I asked Becca's permission for that.
And she said okay?
Well, so from the beginning of our engagement,
Yeah.
I said, you know, I'm having a tough time. That breakup was very, very difficult for me. And she could tell that I had one foot in the relationship. And I never was fully in that relationship. And so she was being very supportive and saying, if you need to reach out to get closure or to either move forward with that.
Are you two living together at this point?
No.
But
We're just
you're
seeing each other.
You're seeing each other.
You said hanging out on the show, right? You said when I was hanging out with you, I realized I was thinking about Lauren.
Correct. So you have these weekends where they put you together as a couple because you can't be in public yet.
Right.
And so that's when you're really getting to know that person after the show's wrapped. And in those moments, I was always thinking about her.
But didn't you put on socks that she gave you and post the picture?
I did.
Shady.
While you were with Becca? So what was the intent?
I think subconsciously, I just wanted to see if she
liked the photo.
If she was watching.
And did you like the photo?
I watched it. It was a story.
It was a story.
So you did? Did he know you saw it? He must have. So the feelers
How can
connected.
you tell that you?
No, I couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell.
Okay.
Okay. Before we have to go to break.
Wait, were you DMing each other?
No. So the producers.
I don't believe that.
So
I
the
feel
producers wouldn't. The producers wouldn't allow me to get her phone number, so I had to somehow contact her, and that's how I contacted her.
Because you saw Arie, and by the way, I do believe you guys are happy, and I cried in that proposal last night, but because you saw Arie propose to Becca, and then back out, and then propose to you, do you ever, or did you ever at any point worry about him getting buyer's remorse again?
I did, yeah. That was one of my major concerns when we decided to get back together.
How'd you overcome that?
A lot of conversations.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent the last few months and talking for hours and spending every week together, and we feel so solid. And in a way, I mean, I don't want to speak for her, but I feel like this has made our relationship a lot stronger.
I know, and it's kind of twisted to think of it that way, but for me, if he had chosen me from the beginning, I would always wonder if he was truly over Becca. So now at least I know.
We're going to take a breath. We're going to come back. We're coming back. There's so much to talk about, right?
Let's talk about it. We're gonna find out what it really felt like last night on the air when Arie proposed. Once again, stick around.
Still ahead on Live, Lucy Hale.
Arie and Lauren from last night's dramatic episode of The Bachelor. You know, one thing people are wondering.
Me.
Kelly
Why?
and the nation.
Yeah.
Why break up with Becca like you did on camera, and why 40 minutes of us seeing her in so much pain?
Yeah, and where were the editors? Why didn't they cut that down to like 20 minutes or say 4 minutes?
Yeah.
It was like, it seemed like excessively cruel.
We actually didn't watch it, just for the sake of our relationship.
You were there.
I know I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
You wanted to do it.
I know that. Yeah.
You wanted to do it on camera.
Yeah, I wanted to do it just because I wanted, through every breakup, there's always questions of what went wrong. Yeah. And I knew that if we did it on camera, that I could take ownership of it and that it was completely my fault and my doing. I thought that was important. And the whole thing started on camera, and I wanted the story to be told all the way to the end. Also running back to her, just because I felt like that was an important story to tell.
What happens now and next for the two of you?
We're gonna get out of the country for a little while.
Yeah, we actually are.
We're leaving the country?
We're leaving the country.
Where are you going?
It's resorted to leaving the country?
No, I mean, I felt like we should get a little break from this. So we're going on vacation. And then
you'll spend time together, actual time.
I know, and we're so excited to do
Gelman, should we send a crew? Do a piece?
Let's
follow her.
And then after that, we're going to Virginia Beach, and we're going to pack up her car and her dog Dallas and drive all the way to Phoenix. She's going to move to Phoenix.
Well,
happy ending. Happy ending.
Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for being good sport.
We are going behind the scenes of our After Oscars show after the break. Be right back.
It's casual. It's casual sitting there.
Okay.
Being at the Academy Awards is an exciting experience. You should have been there. It was amazing.
It was incredible.
And after doing our After Oscars show from the Dolby Theater on Hollywood and Highland, it's an exciting and unforgettable experience.
Yeah, and in case you missed it, here's a little look back at Monday's show with some behind-the-scenes footage, courtesy of our amazing production staff. Take a look.
Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
And apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time for him. Don't forget to always hit him with the high. Good night, everybody.
It's 3 a.m. It's just me and the cleaning crew here at the Dolby Theater. In just a few hours, these seats will be filled for Lives After Oscars.
The show's all set. It's midnight. It's ready to go. Jimmy Kimmel in the beginning.
So the show has just ended, just seconds ago, and we're waiting for Jimmy. Are you sitting in for Jimmy Kimmel?
Sitting for Jimmy.
Great show. Great job.
How you doing? Thanks.
Congratulations.
I'm glad it's over.
Here, come sit. Okay. Take a break. Are your shoulders coming down? Are you?
Well, I'm wearing shoulder pads. I don't really have shoulders, so.
We ordered this at noon.
Oh my God. Wow, that's, you know what?
Looks a little glazed, but.
You know how they say there's no bad pizza?
True?
They're wrong.
Jimmy Kimmel in the beginning. Allison Janney.
And the Oscar goes to Allison Janney.
Okay, so it's 5:42 in the morning, and I'm waiting for Allison Janney. She should be pulling around the corner any second. She's going to be coming around the corner to the loading dock. We're going to bring her right inside. The show's live at 6.
You gentlemen, you with your suede jacket, you were sitting in my seat.
Wait, which one?
You, right there, you. With the bear. Yes, that's the lucky seat. And Meryl was sitting where Gelman is sitting.
Well, he makes it that way every year.
I can't believe.
Congratulations, Allison Janney, the Academy Award winner.
Allison Janney, our red carpet piece.
Very rainy day. Soon it will be sunny and transformed.
It's Saturday, we're at the red carpet, and this is where Maria is going to be talking to celebrities and maybe even taking some selfies.
Maria Menounos was on the red carpet for us. She saw it all. She survived.
So it's like a date night.
It's a what? Date night?
Date night.
Oh, hell yeah, damn good date.
I greeted you in. Thank you very much. Champagne. Come up, you beautiful people. You look like Oscar queen.
gowns.
Can you drink on TV before like 9 o'clock? Is that what happens in America?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Kelly's backstage pass.
Well, last night, some of the world's biggest stars were right here on this stage, but the real party was happening backstage, where I talked with the night's winners and the presenters. Some things got wild. There was some drinks. There was some candy. Take a look.
Okay, it's Thursday afternoon, and we're standing in the space where Kelly will interview the celebrities when they come off the stage after winning their Oscar. Doesn't look like much right now, but we promise by the time the show comes around, it will be transformed. It will be beautiful.
It'll be glamorous.
Are you really wearing Uggs? Let me just wait. Yes, I really got on Uggs. You know, we wear those heels all day long.
I know. Wait.
And I know your baby toe is dead.
It's dead. Are these both of them?
Yes, both.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Now, will you lift weights tonight?
I will.
Kelly's backstage pass. Nash and Max.
We are in the Dolby Theater getting ready to rehearse music.
Yes, we are. We're ready to rehearse music with Max, featuring Nash, lights down low. We have a choir. It's a big deal. We have pyro.
Guys, such a pleasure. Pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
The show's all set.
Thank you to the Dolby Theater. Congratulations to all of this year's Oscar winners.
Really, we will see you next year, and of course, we will see you live.
Yeah, on TV's Pretty Little Liars. Here's her latest project. It's called Life Sentence. It's having a second chance at life. That's what it's about. It is the one and only Lucy Hale.
I couldn't find you guys. I was like, where are they sitting?
We're here weekdays early.
Yes, that's
Lovely.
right.
Thanks for having me.
You just flew in from Italy.
I sure did. Well, there's also snow on the ground.
No kidding.
I can't escape it. Yeah.
Wow.
But
Not that I'm complaining.
This convention, this gathering, explain what you were doing there. This is
Okay,
fascinating.
so it is super fascinating and funny. So what it was called Goodbye Con. And it was all these shows that are going off the air. So it was a couple people from PLL, Teen Wolf, and Vampire Diaries. So you can imagine, like, the fans there were just losing their mind.
Of course.
It was very interesting. It's always crazy to see the super cult followers in one room that's about this big. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah,
but,
I bet.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
And now, were they mostly Italian fans or fans from all over the world?
You know, mostly Italian, so the language barrier was very, very hysterical. But there were people that flew in from America to come here.
It's the language of liars.
And I'm like,
I mean, that's a universal language. Pretty Little Liars.
PLL is universal.
Yeah,
universal.
right.
Yeah.
We actually met in 2003.
We did.
She was a contestant on American Juniors. And
we go way back.
look at that.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell I'm like covering my braces as I'm like.
I mean,
look at your hair, Ryan.
Well, that was my natural hair since I've had it dyed.
You had a little sun in.
I had some tin foil, but it was you know, you were so great on the show, so impressive. It was
Thank you.
like it's always fun to say we knew you would, but we knew you had something special.
I mean, that's very sweet. Thank you. I never knew it would be through acting though. It's just like took a left turn.
Stardom, just
sure
stardom.
did.
You have
Listen,
that.
we have to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to find out how you prepared for your new series. It's amazing. That's Lucy Hale and a scene from Life Sentence. Explain the premise of this show because it's so fascinating.
Thank you. Well, I mean, we all know the classic cancer stories, and we typically know how they end. But we had this idea to flip it on its head and give this girl a second chance at life and have her live with all the decisions she made while she was dying. And when she finds out that she has the rest of her life, all these secrets come pouring on her that her family had been keeping from her while she was sick. So there's a lot of family dysfunction, but it's about a girl, you know, trying to figure out who she is just a little bit later on in life.
And you focused your prep on medical research?
I did. So I wanted to know, she gets cured. As you know, she doesn't say in remission. She says she's cured. And I'm like, what? I didn't know that this was a thing. There's a real therapy that I'm not a doctor or a scientist or anything, so I don't fully know how to explain this. But basically, they inject a human with a virus that's normally deadly, and that virus attacks the cancer cells but leaves the healthy cells alone.
Wow.
So it is a thing. It's very rare, but they're developing it, and yeah, hopefully it becomes more common.
And this is the journey of what happens after she's cured.
Right.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We'll be right back with Lucy. Hang on.
More to come on Live in a moment.
So good. Don't forget to check out Life Sentence. It premieres tonight at 9 p.m. on the CW, so make sure you check out Lucy.
Nice to see you again. Congratulations on all your success. Tell your mom we said hi, too.
Oh, she's dying right now, I promise. She loves it.
Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.